I'm Ron Burgundy, and you're lucky, because you have just tuned in to watch News the Way I See It. Today's topic is one of fantastical importance, and no, I'm not talking about Justin and Selena's love life, although I wish I were. I am talking about our country's domestic and foreign policies. So hold on to your hats, you smelly cats, cause this train's about to get rolling. A chugga chugga, choo choo, right after this. And now, a word from our sponsor.
Hi, I'm Mary Jane Kestner, school board member, and I approve this message.
And we're back. The first issue we'll be discussing today is the Affordable Care Act, also known as Obamacare. Obamacare. To talk about this issue today, we have brought in a special guest, Dr. B. Dog.
It's Dr. Badog. Thank you very much.
Well, excuse me, Doctor, but I believe we have more important issues to discuss than the pronunciation of your name.
Why, yes, I suppose.
Alrighty then. How has the healthcare affected people such as yourselves?
Well, I'm not going to lie, Ron. It hasn't been good. With all the people receiving coverage, everyone has to pay more insurance. And the worst part is, we don't have enough doctors to handle all the people coming to us.
Good Lord!
In fact, many doctors are refusing to even see many of their patients who are receiving this coverage.
Me, oh my. That sounds dreadful.
It is.
Terrifying.
Indeed.
I think we can all agree that this domestic policy is not one we like. In fact, rumor has it that the writers of this act were actually on Santa's naughty list, along with Miley Cyrus. Ho, ho, ho. Well, that concludes our time with Dr. Bad Dog. Thank you, Doctor.
No. Thank you.
I'm not sure what thank you means, but more importantly, I'm not sure how it would feel being watched constantly by remote control airplanes. I can barely stand being watched by our 11 viewers. Oh, just kidding, Mom, I love you. Well, in just a moment, we'll be talking with Sergeant P. Sherman, flying in all the way from Wallaby Way, Sydney, right after this. News the Way I See It is brought to you by the delectable Hershey's syrup, made from chocolate. And we're back. And we're going to be talking to Sergeant P. Sherman all the way from Wallaby Way, Sydney. Hello, Sergeant.
Hello, sir.
Today we're going to be discussing our nation's foreign policy of using drones in other countries.
I support that policy 100%, sir. Yes, sir.
What? I mean, why would that be?
Well, because our drones are specifically designed to be extremely stealthy. So we can sneak up on our enemies and watch them.
Or kill them?
Well, only
And aren't these drones extremely easy to detect by even the simplest security systems, which would make them the opposite of stealthy?
Listen, Don.
Run.
Well, long story short, these drones get the bad guys.
And in many cases, innocent civilians.
Well, sacrifices must be made.
Well, this has been a very interesting talk we've had. And after hearing what Sergeant Piece of Sherman had to say, I think we can all agree that this is an absolutely horrible foreign policy. So, you all better hide your kids, hide your wives, and hide your husbands, because who knows what those drones are watching.
Yeah, you better watch yourself.
What? Oh, looks like we are getting a read-in from our other newscaster, Veronica Bornstone. She is on site in Mexico and talking to a citizen about yet another foreign policy. Veronica, are you there?
Oh, thanks, Ron. I'm here with Jesus Hernandez. Hola. Jesus, how has the United States foreign policy of aiding poorer countries impacted you?
Well, miss, it has really been such a blessing to have the United States support in our country, especially from the military. We've had some very serious drug wars here in Mexico, and because of the military that the United States has sent, I can sleep at night knowing me and my family are safe.
Oh, well, that is just beautiful. I think any person with half a brain would agree that this foreign policy is one we should all like.
Sí, amiga.
Thank you for your time, Jesus.
Of course.
Back to you, Ron.
We're on.
What?
We're on.
Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry, that was just so beautiful. Our last segment of today's news will cover the domestic policy of freedom of religion. Here to talk with us about this is theologist Jane Vans.
It's Stevens. Jane Stevens. The mime is silent.
Of course it is. Miss Stevens, please explain to us the importance of freedom of religion.
Well, Ron, I cannot stress this importance of this policy enough. Whether one has a religion or not, everyone should have the option to. We have seen time and time again throughout history that when freedom of religion is not evidence, persecution is. And also, dark times are ahead.
Oh dear.
Religion brings hope to people, and what this nation needs is hope.
Nicely said. What a very piercing message. Very poignant. Quite stinging to the soul. But it needed to be said. I think I speak for America when I say this freedom of religion policy is a good one. Thank you, Jane.
Thank you.
We'll be in contact. My number's in your bag.
Oh, all right.
Well, this concludes today's report on foreign and domestic policies in the U.S. Just a quick recap. For our foreign policies, we have concluded that using drones in other countries is a bad idea. But aiding poorer countries with trade and military is a very good thing.
As for domestic policies...
Veronica! How did you get here so fast?
Oh, never mind that, Ron. Like I said, as for domestic policies, we decide that the Affordable Care Act is definitely something that needs to be changed, but that freedom of religion is something that should never be changed.
That's right, Veronica. So, I'm Ron Fergandy.
And I'm Veronica Boringstone.
And that's news the way I see it.